Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Dominion Gaming TV. My name is Wolf, and today I'm bringing to you some Starcraft 2 action. As you can see, we have some more games from Karnage. This guy isn't actually from Karnage, but his name is Fruit Punch. He's playing as the Terran, and our Protoss buddy over here, he is playing as the Barcode Toss. He's from Karnage. He's the only Protoss on Karnage at the moment. His name is Drolla. Alright, let's get this going. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have ourselves a TVP on the map, Newkirk Precinct, which is quite an interesting map, that is for sure. It does allow for some later games, generally macro games, simply because there is a total of 7 expansions on each side of the map, which allows for a very long gameplay. Also, this point along here is a nice and narrow choke point on 2 sides. Get a few siege tanks, get a few sutlings up and down there, and you can hold the center quite easily, and it does form a bit of a stalemate. It will end up there is a chance this to go really epic late game, but we'll see what happens here. Some shenanigans can be caused on this map as well. I do believe I have seen some pretty sick plays of having a pylon just down here, and then having a mothership core just come up here and warp in some DTs. It is kind of amazing. We'll see what will happen though. It does look like Fruit Punch is going to go for that CC first. Drolla doing something quite interesting here, getting a double gas before Cybernetics core, and then again he does like getting that early gas. We could see him just stop here and get put down 3 more gateways and go for a 4-gate. In this situation, 9 times out of 10 it will work, simply because the barracks is just on the way. We'll see what will happen though. Cybernetics core is now on the way. We won't know for sure what he's going to be doing. Deciding to keep the 4 people on gas, that's just what he does in general. 2 gateways, this you actually have to do this. Again, when you CC first, you've got to get 2 barracks down just so that you have enough marines to be able to hold a light sort of push. So I do like this from Fruit Punch, putting down the 2 barracks here to be able to deflect any sort of really early aggression from Drolla. Now that the Cybernetics core has been finished, we'll see what happens and what Drolla is looking on doing right now. At the moment he's on the 1 base, and his opponent's CC is almost complete. So we will see what will happen here. Drolla looking to expand behind this. He's just going to expand down here at the naturals, so looking to take this game a little bit longer into the later stages of the game. Double orbital. Mothership core is on the way. We'll be able to put on a little bit of pressure on the mineral line. Just needs to be very careful though, because Marines will be able to snipe it relatively easily. Why am I getting frame drops? I do not know. Either way, this SCV is going to go down before it can go to the main and see what's happening there. But that is okay. Forge now coming down for Drolla. He's going to be putting on some gateways with this, so he could be going for a Blink Stalker play, but I don't feel that is what he's going to be doing, as it's not that great on this map. Probably looking just to keep playing for a little bit longer, take this into the mid to late game, get out some Storm, get out some Colossus, and we'll see where he goes from here. He could be going like really early upgrades, which is a strategy that I have used before against Terran, getting early upgrades and whatnot to counteract. Now he's getting the armor. This is indicative that he wants to do some sort of pressure here. I haven't seen this one before, but we'll see what happens here. He's probably going to put down a bunch of gateways in a moment here. We'll find out though. He might get some stalkers, get some Link Stalker happening as well. Currently, factory coming down now for Fruit Punch. Fruit Punch is looking to go up into the medevac tech, which is required now of pretty much all Terrans these days. Now, a missile turret going down at the front just to be able to repel any sort of DT shenanigans. Good call here from Fruit Punch. Now, DTs are a possibility, but they would be highly delayed with this Twilight Council, but I doubt that it will be a Dark Templar Shrine. I'm guessing it will be Blink, because this is a relatively good map to do so, as you can blink up here, you can just blink up here, force field the ramp from, I think you can do it from like around here, you can force field around there. You can do a lot of cool shenanigans like that. Ship Core just looking out for drops at the moment. Charge is on the way, so he's going for a +1 armor charge all in. This is a possibility. We'll see what he actually makes of it though. Could just be getting +1 as well with that, because charge is some time away. He actually has no zealots right now, so I'm wondering if this was a misclick or something. I'm going to go over and check out any sort of pylons around here. Scan does go down into the main. He will actually scout out absolutely everything that's in the main, so he will know that something is coming along his way. He'll probably put down a bunker in the high ground, but no, he's getting level 2 armor. This is quite interesting. I did not expect this. Now the Phoenix is hallucinated, and he will actually scout that out, so he knows that nothing can happen of it. He's just going to be setting it into the main just to scout. Starport is now complete. 2 additional barracks is on the way as well. Just waiting for that reactor to finish up. Getting a Templar Archives, so Archons and Storm is a threat here. This is actually a relatively good timing here. By the time that +2 is finished, he'll have some be able to get some Archons out. But then again, Archons don't get affected by the armor upgrade that much. So this is quite a weird build here from Drolla. I haven't really seen it that much. He is essentially going Zealot Archon, but just in a weird way. Marine now coming down so that he can get that get the second level of attack upgrades. Medevacs are on the way. The Punch is looking to push out here. Going to put on a bit of pressure now with this little force of Marines and Marauders. Will do a little bit of damage, considering what Drolla has right now, but the Archons will be able to do a lot of damage as well with the Zealots with charge. So I don't see this doing a whole lot of damage. And if we have a look at the structures, we have a bunch of gateways here. That is a total of how many? 4. Now going to be 6 gateways. The Marine will come up here, scout out everything, see what Drolla has right now, and decide to back off here. He's probably going to put down his Ghost Academy as soon as he saw that, which is exactly what he's doing. Now he just needs to get some more tech labs down to get out some ghosts as much as possible, which is exactly what he's probably going to be doing. Putting factory onto the reactor, probably going to get some winter mines to defend. Hellbats as well, because Hellbats are great versus the Zealots here. That's exactly what he's doing, getting out the Hellbats. Now, the Zealot Archon army of Drolla is looking to move out here to kill off another Marine. It's just a scouting Marine, so no problem there. Scan does go down, and we'll see absolutely everything. More Zealots being morphed in right now. +1 attack is also on the way. Epic music has ensued. Now it will drop into the main. Needs to be very careful. But no, there wasn't actually anything in it. So the Medevacs just went in there straight away. And good force fields. He'll end up killing off this little force here of Fruit Punch. Fruit Punch needs to get away now. He's going to stim away. And the Zealots will charge in, get a few more slices off. But this is going to be the end of that. Third base is now going down for Drolla, as well as the third base for Fruit Punch. Fruit Punch getting that third base for himself as well. Hellbats are now on the field. They're going to be a problem for Drolla's Zealots right now. Storm is also on the way. This will be key in his coming battle. Now the Marine will probably come in and not end up killing off the probe, but we'll put some hull damage onto it. Total of 5 hull damage. +3 sheer armor is on the way. So these Zealots going to be that extra tanky. He's going to be able to hold a lot now. But he's got a total of 2-1, whereas his opponent has a total of just 1-0 at the moment. Currently getting up to 1 armor and +2 attack. The vehicle weapons is also on the way for that for those Hellbats, as well as the Mobius reactor and personal cloaking for his ghost right now. And the army is moving out. Drolla going to be moving in a bunch more zealots now. Zealot's going to be in the front, needs to be very careful. He could lose an Archon pretty quickly if it's focus fired down. His shield is almost dead, and one Archon does go down. He's going to be coming in here to the 30. He might actually deny it. Drolla's in a pretty bad location right now, but the Zealots are actually getting a good surface area around the army here for Fruit Punch, but he will keep them alive for the time being. He's going to try and get a good flank with his High Templar. Needs to be very careful though. He could lose them, so that's exactly not what's going to happen right now. The starter set micro of Fruit Punch is sufficient enough. That boosted Medivacs will keep them alive for the time being. He's going to keep starter stepping, but the boost is now dead, and the Medivacs will go down really quickly now. He's just going to run away as quickly as possible. High Templar going to be coming up behind the army of Drolla. +1 is almost complete. +2 attack is also on the way. About halfway, 2/3 done right now. 4th command center is on the way. Now there wasn't actually any sort of econ damage or anything like that against Drolla at the moment. He's going to be taking down the rocks here so that he can expand to his 4th at the moment as soon as he wants to. +3, +2 is on the way, as well as the +2 vehicle weapons for those Hellbats. Hellbats are really strong at the moment in this game. Widowmine will end up killing off the Zealot. Now Factory has gone down, as well as a bunch of gateways. Going to be getting out Colossus tech. Make sure that he has that switch available to him if he needs to. Now the Zealot's going to be moving in here with an Observer. The Observer to kill off the Widowmine. The Widowmine will no longer be able to hold that. Now Drop going to be coming in here into the natural here. He sees it. He needs to be very careful about splitting his army though. He could just boost into command. He loses one medevac. He could lose another. He's going to lose all of his medevacs. He needs to be very careful now. He's going to be backing off with this medevac full of Hellbats and Marauders. That could have done so much damage. Good. That was just Fruit Punch in a bit of a blunder there, not really watching what he was doing. Now the Observer did actually scout that out as well. 5th command center going down now, going to be getting a bunch more orbitals. That's exactly what the Terran wants to do late game, is just get a bunch more orbitals so they can drop in. They can sacrifice SCVs for mule production to get minerals. Exactly what every Terran wants late game. Now the 4th base is now being taken for Drolla now, but Drolla is a total of 40 supply below his opponent. His opponent has a very scary army though, but if he attacks in this choke point, these storms could be what saves Drolla here. Drolla needs to be very careful and make sure these storms count. Now Colossus are on the way, but is it just going to be too little too late? This army is quite scary. For Fruit Punch. Fruit Punch is a little bit supply boxed, but that is okay. He still has the commanding lead in the army account. But no, Drolla's just going to keep on morphing in more and more Zealots right now, and he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. He's got his Zealots in the front. He knows where this army is at all times. Now Scan does go down and sees the entirety of Drolla's army. He's deciding if whether he wants or not he wants to go in right now. He's going to decide to go around the top side right here and make sure that he doesn't attack at the location that Drolla wants to. He's just going to keep on scanning, making sure that Drolla is still there, but Drolla is caught up in that supply. Yes, Fruit Punch is maxed, but Drolla is almost maxed as well. Now, the +3 attack is also on the way, as well as a Thermal Lance and 3 vehicle weapons for that anti-Colossus Viking. He did see the Colossus there, so he did decide to start getting into the Viking play as well. Looks like Fruit Punch has decided to back off here and let Drolla make the first move here in this engagement. 4th base has now been taken for Fruit Punch. Fruit Punch looking to get that mineral mining as well. Get some more production going so that he can get up that bank. More gateways now going down for Drolla. Drolla looking to just be able to just control this game with being able to morph in waves after wave of Zealots. More gateways coming in. Having a total of 18 gateways once they are done. If we have a look at the income tab, the income for Fruit Punch is slightly better in the mineral count, but worse in the gas, simply because of the mules. Now our War Prisms are going to be in play here in a short moment. 5th and 6th base have now been taken for Fruit Punch, but Drolla will be moving in here, setting himself up for a bit of an attack. He needs to be very careful though. The Zealots need to get in front. The Goody and Pierce go across the army here, but the Hellbat's doing so much damage to the Zealots here. Big storms though doing a lot of damage. There's no zealots left though. He will kill off the expansion and back off here. And needs to be very careful. He has no storms, and the Colossus are doing a lot of damage though. And he was able to pick off a few more units with that small army that he just lost. He's basically same here. More command tenants are being on the way here. A bunch of zealots being morphed in here to be the buffer again. The High Templar have no storms, but he's going to be moving in here and doing a lot of damage. He needs to be very careful though. EMPs are still a factor. We have a look at the ghost. How many ghosts does he have? He has a total of 1 EMP. I take that back. Now, he does end up killing out the ghost. Ghosts were being very, very ballsy right here and attacking the Colossus head on. Plus 2 shields is on the way, as well as Blink. More High Templar being morphed in here. Now, this drop was actually trying to go into the main, but it did not do the damage it needs to do. The cannon will end up killing it off. More High Templar being morphed in here. He needs to be very careful though. These High Templar are out in the front here. This is exactly what the Terran wants to do, was to put down a bunch of command centers and turn them into... oh no! The High Templar are going to get sniped from the freaking Ghost, and the Ghost just kill all of the High Templar. The High Templar had so much energy, just lost so much there. Needs to be very careful. More Zealots being morphed in here. Now, currently, he has the upgrade advantage, just simply because Terran can only get up to 6 upgrades, whereas the TOS can get up to 9. Now, the Protoss army is going to be coming in here and engaging this very tight chunk. He needs to be very careful, but a good storm. But it does land mostly on his Zealots. Another big storm on top of the army of Fruit Punch here. Good EMPs onto the Archons. The Archons going down. A lot of the Zealots have died right now. Nukes are being made as well, but that is going to be too little too late. The +3 is almost finishing here, and Drolla has that commanding lead that he needs. Stalker is going to be able to keep these Colossus alive as long as possible. Colossus going to come in here, putting a bit of damage onto the 3rd base here. Drolla is only on 4 bases, but his opponent is on 5, so it doesn't really matter that he lost that base to the north here. A big wave of Zealots was morphed in here, going straight in towards the SCVs here. A lot of SCVs are going to be dying here. The Zealots doing so much damage, but the Marauders and Marines from the top side are going to be killing off a lot of Stalkers here. He needs to be very careful. The Vikings on the high ground are going to be killing off some Colossus here. He needs to keep those alive with Stalkers if he can. He may lose off a few Colossus here, but no, they'll stay alive just to the skin of their teeth. We'll see what happens here. A lot of these units are really low. Overstimming right now is the biggest of his worries. Isn't the biggest of his worries. A lot of Zealots being morphed in here for Drolla. Drolla has the supply lead in this game at the moment. Now more helpouts being made here to combat this massive Zealot army. A lot of Archons are being made as well. So Drolla is maxed again. He's going to be looking to put on a bit more pressure. We'll see what he makes of it. Now he's just going to be going all in from here. I do believe he hasn't really expanded it. He doesn't have to go in, but that is what I feel that he's doing. This is exactly what he needs to be doing, keeping up the pressure on his opponent, mining him out. He does have the ability to expand. He needs to be very careful when splitting his army. Big EMPs on top of the Zealots. The Zealots going to die really quickly to the Hellbats and the Marine Marauders, but there's just a lot of them are going to get going in there, doing a lot of damage, as well as the Vikings doing a lot of damage to the Colossus. But the Stalkers will be able to combat the Vikings. Big storm. GG is called, and Fruit Punch leaves the game. Drolla wins this ladder game. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. My name has been Wolf, and I'll see you guys next time.